Another new video for the YouTube people out there. We got a 148. I just did up hiFi. Got a key box here so he can key the radio by the push button to run his hiFi. This turns off the whatever microphone he decides to stick on here. But he can do two things: either talk on this mic or plug in the back of it here. I don't know how well you can see that, but a 1/4 inch phono for either rack gear or Pro Tools or whatever kind of studio thing he wants to do. And then this switch here is to turn the studio on and off, so he can either use the stock radio or the hiFi. So we did direct inject on this radio for him. Made him a key box. Don't have the lid off the key box, but basically the cord going through there is ferrited, plus 0.001 bypassing the RF, so it doesn't create any problems. Radio itself, it's variable control. About 38 on the peak. Oh, my bad. We're at the top scale, 15. About 19. RMS. Yeah, a little over 8. And let's check it on the peak. It's about 26 on the peak. Give me a little while. We're gonna see if we can't hook this into my rack gear and see what she sounds like. We'll be back. This is a quick little demo on some hiFi off the 148. I was going to show a direct inject video, but I figured what I'd do first is show my station first, which is I'm using a Cobra 29. You can't see it, but it's inside this box here. I've got the motor mouth mall modulator in here, and I don't know if you can really see the stickers here, but one's for my dead key, one's for asymmetry, and the other's audio. And then of course I built my own signal meter off my 29. It's got its own circuit board which taps off my AGC inside the 29, so I can see S meters. And then what I use is radio engineering software to monitor my modulation. I got it kind of hot right now, so my negatives are hitting just at 100, maybe a hair below, but my positives are usually about 130, 140-ish, somewhere in there. And just a quick demo of my station. And then of course I use the digital Dave meter. I use it between RMS and peak. I strictly use this on my driver setup. That's all this Yaesu meter does for me, is monitors my driver stages. And then of course I got my bird meter over here. It's got a 2500 watt slug in it, so I use all three of these. And then if I want to get real crazy, which I don't normally have to monitor my reflect, but I can double check and see what the reflect's looking like. Now, just to give you an idea, roughly a little over 300, and as you see the 2500 watt slug there. Of course, that's behind my final amp, is where that meter is resting, so you're getting a little bit of difference when it's going through the final amp versus this is right behind the driver. And then of course the digital Dave meters is at the final amp also. It's got a 10,000 watt slug in it, so it's kind of read everything to the closest 100, and as you see it's showing about 2. So and that's back at my final box. So that's what we get with that. But just to clue you in, this is RMS, this is bird watt, so audio 1-1. So as you see, it's about 300-400. It's probably more like 350. Audio breaker. So about 350, like I said. And then the peak side. Audio, hello. About 13 out of the peak side, out of my driver. And then, like I said, the modulation software. Like I said, I usually go for the 100. Audio, break, audio. And you see where my positives are. 1, 2, 1, 2, audio. Hello, radio. 1, 2, 3, break. And I'm actually running this a little hot right now. Normally I run it, like I said, about 130-ish, somewhere in there. And as you see, it's a little bit hotter than I normally run it. And then, of course, I got my rack, basically my mixer, and this is a power conditioner here. Don't mind my mess a little bit, but this tells me my voltage in the shop here, and primarily that's all that does. My mic preamp. This is EQ, compressor, noise gate. It's like 4 or 5, something like that, pieces all in one. And then I've got my Ultraflex 32, which gives me that smoother sound, and that's the way I run it. So needless to say, we're going to hook up this 148, and we're going to give her a direct injection shot and see what that does. And I'll show you, you know, bird versus peak on the 148. You don't get a whole lot of swing or anything with direct injection. But let me show you it on the bird one time on the 2500 watt slug. Audio. And as you see, I get a little swing with that, but the 148, we're just going to be pretty much solid dead key, but the audio is going to be tremendous. I'll be back. Here we have a direct injected 148 from my buddy Danny out in Chicago, and direct inject. And of course, like I said, I've got the adapter box here, and of course I just unhook the stock mic, and the way I have everything is I just hook it up through my studio mic that way, and that's all this is doing is on a D104 stand. That's my that's so I can key up the mic, you know, key up the radio basically, and then the processing all goes through the rack gear through the back. And then of course, I don't know how well of a I can get it, but if you look at the back of the radio, I've got the phono plug going right into the back right here. Let me see, I can't see where there we go, there's my hand. So I'm going in right here in the back, and I've got the switch in the back flipped up here for you know, the rack gear. And let me flip the camera now. So basically what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the same thing, roughly about 300. Audio, and then the bird meter. Audio. I get a little swing at it, and then my peak. Audio. So, you know, I lose a little bit, and then of course here's the modulation meters. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Audio 1 2 1 2. Now I audio 1 2 1 2. Now, in order for me to get any watts out of this and set everything up, I have to run my mixer up just a little bit on the gain, and which is not where I usually run it with the modulator. I usually turn it back, so I'm probably right about in there. And as you see with the direct inject radio, it kind of falls a little. Well, that was a little embarrassing. Ran out of memory in my phone. I guess I've taken too many videos with it. But we were discussing me running the gain down, and as I run the gain down, so if I put it back about where the modulator needs to be, this is what happens to your modulation. 1 2. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Audio. Hello. 1 2 3. And of course, this is what happens to your peak watts. 1 2 3 1 2. So you got to find that perfect balance. Let's bring it up just a nose and see if we can't get it. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Audio. Hello. So that's about the perfect scenario. Audio. 1 2 3. Break. So if you run it at about 100% modulation, about where it's supposed to be ran, you know, in the real world, you know, I'm about 800 on the peaks, and of course the audio 1 1 1 1 1. Hello. As you see, no RMS swing at all, solid dead key, and that's about what I kind of tell people when you go to the hiFi. Now, if you want that mean, nasty audio, of course, you know, adjust it up. You're not going to squeal or nothing, but you know, you're going to be, your negative peaks are going to go high, and you know, it's I'm not going to say it's not going to sound good, but you'll get a lot of that punchy audio instead of the more of the hiFi audio. So you know, just remember, hiFi's type audio is flat, so you know, that's what most of the guys are looking for, is that broadcast audio, which is a flatter audio. So you know, take it for what it is. But I kind of dig it. It's my thing. And like I said, this is Danny's 148, and you know, we can run it a whole bunch of different ways and get real crazy. I hope y'all enjoy the videos, and this is a step into the hi-fi arena if that's what you're looking to do. We'll catch you later, 73s, and good New Year to everybody out there. Haven't done that in any of my other videos, but this is like the third one for the new year, and sure hope everybody has a good New Year coming up and things go swell and well for you. We'll put it on you later, and Stickman, and I'm out.